everybody. Today I would like to introduce you to some new chords to kind of help round out what we've already talked about. So let's jump right in. The first chord we have here is an E minor 7. It's going to be an open low E, fret 2 on the A, fret 2 on the D, an open G, fret 3 on the B, and fret 3 on the high E. And now we're going to move to a G. And I've already talked about this chord in the past, but real quick, it's 3 on the low E, 2 on the A, open D, open G, 3 on the B, and 3 on the high E. And now I'm going to move to a D sus4. We're going to have an open D, fret 2 on the G, 3 on the B, and 3 on the high E. And then I'm going to move to an A7 sus4. We've got an open A, 2 on the D, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, and 3 on the high E. And when we put those chords together, we have the main section to Wonderwall by Oasis. And this chord progression is very similar to another chord progression by Alice in Chains called Nutshell. So the first two chords are identical. E minor 7 to G to D, which we've learned before, but it's an open D, fret 2 on the G, 3 on the B, and 2 on the high E, going to a C add 9. Now this chord is used all the time in pop music, rock music, and it's fret 3 on the A, 2 on the D, an open G, 3 on the B, and an open high E. Now, we can also play fret 3 on the high E, and it won't change the chord. So you have a couple of options with this one. You can use an open high E or fret 3 on the high E. So again, that was E minor 7, G to D to C add 9. After that, we did a little Sweet Home Alabama, which is simply a D chord, a C add 9 to a G. Then we jumped over to Free Fallin' by Tom Petty. This is going to be a D and a D sus4 and an A chord, which I've taught in previous lessons. But the A chord is an open A, fret 2 on the D, fret 2 on the G, fret 2 on the B, and an open high E. So that was D, D sus4, D sus4 back to D, and back to A. And then I ended with the little pre-solo section to Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin, which is also just D to D sus4. So you can see how these chords are used a ton in a lot of these classic songs. And I want to give you a couple of bonus chords to take with you as well today. I want to talk about a D sus2. It's real simple. It's just like D, but removing our middle finger. So we're going to have an open D, fret 2 on the G, fret 3 on the B, and an open high E. So a really classic sound is going from D to D sus4, dropping the pinky, removing the pinky for D, and then now removing the middle finger for D sus2. And then the last chord I want to introduce is an A sus2. It's just like an A chord, but removing the ring finger. So open A, fret 2 on the D, fret 2 on the G, open B, and an open high E. And a classic move you'll hear is going from A sus4, back to A, to an A sus2. So just a quick review on these new chords. We had an E minor 7, a D sus4, and an A7 sus4. We had a C add 9, and then we had a D sus2, an A sus4, and an A sus2. And these are going to be really nice chords to help round out what we've talked about in previous lessons. So if this lesson was helpful at all to you guys in any way, shape, or form, give me a like, leave a comment below, or give me a subscribe. I really appreciate it. And stick around, because I'll be back soon with a lot of more cool chords for you all to learn. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.